Cool. Okay, let's start. So, hey, I'm Yuri. Nice to meet you guys. I tinkered a little bit with political data, and I found this really cool database that lets you see which corporations were interested in which legislation in the U.S. Congress. And these, you can see, it's only oil companies. I filtered the data set. It's 2 million entries. There's a lot of lobbying going on. The talk's called "Follow the Money Congress." You can see there's a lot of money to follow. And yeah, I wanted to show you a little bit what we can do with this data. So currently, what we have is wait. Oh shit! Why is this so small? Actually, can you see anything? I have no clue how to make this bigger. Hey, let's go. Yeah, so basically, what is happening right here is, well, I thought if we know which corporations lobbied for which bills, and we know what the politicians did inside Congress when the bill went through Congress, why can't we just, let some AI agents run on the whole thing and try to infer which politicians are most aligned with which corporation? So this is basically the experiment I've been doing in the last time, and yeah. So here, this is just audit classic Audigen. We have some 5 specialists here. They all do something very specific. They analyze, for example, the bills. They analyze the actions that the politicians have taken, the amendments. This is all political jargon that is explained here in this big file that we give as a system message to the agents, such that they understand what's happening in Congress. And yes, so I gave them, a big task. But before we get into the task, you may wonder, well, how do they access the data? Well, of course, an MCP server, right? So we have all these functions here, but are these functions? No, they're not functions. They're only references to functions. So actually, oh, now this is not here, and I need to control this. This is a little bit too much. So what we have here is, yeah, we have the MCP functions, all of them. These like 20-ish MCP functions that are out. Most of them is like classic interaction. With the Congress API, you can see it for yourself. It's nothing a big deal, just parsing the XML. But there are some more interesting functions actually, if I can find them. For example, here this is the bedrock of everything: the get relevant bill sections. Here, what we basically do, we give it a company name, we give it the bill, which is here in this Congress index, and we filter through the whole bill text by by querying it like this. So we have this prompt here. It takes the company name, it takes the summary of the bill, which we can see here, for example. This is a summary. Oh, this is not neat. Yeah, you can just see it's summarize a little bit what the bill does in 400 or so tokens. And then we let this run in a classic, no, okay, not so classic rag chain. Let's run this. Here you can see that we first generate questions that we can then query the entire bill text for. Why do we want to do this? Well, if you look at a bill like, for example, the big beautiful bill, you see something like 800k tokens. So you will not be able to pass this to a regular agent. So we would like to give this to this rec query such that we have the relevant sections only. Now this doesn't work somehow, and I don't know why. This is very weird and very embarrassing as well, a little bit. But you would see 5 very cool and very specific questions. Oh, no, okay. Let's see. Yeah, 5 very cool questions come up, and if this doesn't work, yeah, here you see the questions. Then they query the database, and I see, here you have at the actual sections that are relevant. These you can pass into the agents, and because we don't have any time, I can just show you here real quick. Yeah, what is happening? This is how it will look like, and you can select the bills here. For example, Google lobbied for a journalism competition. Let's see why. You can run the whole investigation here. This will take like 7 to 10 minutes. So I pulled up how this will actually look like, and here you would see like the politicians most aligned with the company interests, and those least. And yeah, here it's actually There are none. Oh yeah, and there is another bug that if you run it from one tab, the results will appear in the other one. But yeah, this is everything. Yeah.
That's